Observe the way these feet drag sluggishly against the pavement. While millions of people walk every day, many see no measurable health improvements because their mechanical execution is inefficient. They are essentially stumbling forward rather than moving with purpose. Clinical research suggests that when walking is treated as a precise physiological intervention, it can stimulate the growth of neural blood vessels to support brain volume, aid in the decompression of spinal discs, and train the body to process blood sugar with significantly higher efficiency. To trigger these biological shifts, you must transition from an aimless stroll to a calculated protocol. Success depends entirely on how you manage the mechanics of your movement. Your first step is selecting the right equipment. You need shoes with structured arch support. Flat, thin soles fail to absorb impact, which eventually degrades your foot mechanics and causes joint inflammation. There is also a strict behavioral rule: put your phone away. The moment you look down at a screen, your head shifts forward, pulling your spine out of alignment and breaking down your upper body posture. Proper footwear and a lack of digital distractions are the baseline. Without these prerequisites, the physical demands of a high-frequency protocol will likely cause more strain than benefit. Begin by drinking a full glass of water. Sustained movement requires a hydrated cardiovascular system to maintain blood flow. A dehydrated engine is prone to seizing under the stress of a 30-minute walk. Timing is also a factor. By scheduling your walk for the morning, you use the exposure to early light to help reset your circadian rhythm and stabilize your metabolic baseline. Compare these two frames. On the left, we see the stumbling posture, slumped shoulders, and a downward gaze. To achieve the results we're looking for, you must adopt the posture on the right: a perfectly straight spine, eyes forward, and a stabilized pelvis. Your arms provide the momentum. Lock your elbows at 90 degrees and swing them rhythmically. This intentional movement engages the core and upper body, increasing your calorie expenditure by up to 10% compared to keeping your arms static. This biomechanical form is designed to be sustainable. By keeping impact low and alignment precise, you avoid the muscle tearing associated with high-intensity cardio, allowing you to repeat this movement every day without requiring a recovery period. Inside your back, your discs function like mechanical pumps. As you step, they compress. As you lift, they expand. Lacking independent blood supply, they act like sponges, absorbing nutrients only when physically squeezed and released through movement. Your skeleton also responds to the impact of each step through a process called piezoelectricity. The strike of your heel creates a minute electrical charge in the bone, which acts as a signal for your body to build more dense, resilient bone tissue. Walking correctly ensures that you are mechanically feeding your spine and electrically signaling your bones to grow stronger, effectively fighting off the structural decay of a sedentary lifestyle. To lock in these physiological changes, we follow a specific protocol known as the FIT framework. The first variable is frequency. While beginners should aim for 3 to 5 days a week, the long-term objective is a daily commitment. This frequency is necessary because biological systems require a persistent signal to adapt. Daily repetition tells your cells that these physical demands are the new norm. The second variable is intensity. Walking at a leisurely pace is insufficient for forcing your cardiovascular system to improve its efficiency. Measure your intensity using the talk test. If you can sing, you're moving too slowly. If gasping for air, it's high-stress cardio. Stay in the green zone, 2 to 3 miles per hour, where you can speak but prefer silence. When you maintain this specific intensity, your arteries widen and your body begins to modulate blood pressure more effectively. By lowering bad cholesterol and forcing oxygen through the system, it provides cardiovascular protection similar to a beta blocker without the spike in stress hormones. The final variable is time. Your target for a single session is a minimum of 30 minutes, or roughly 6,000 steps. Don't worry about 10,000 steps yet. Focus on a consistent 30 minutes to avoid physical and mental burnout. This 30-minute duration is the threshold where the most significant systemic changes begin to take place within the body. Only after this point does the body begin to deeply flush waste gases from the lungs and chemically process cortisol, the hormone responsible for chronic stress. Adhering to this time requirement is the only way to ensure that your metabolic and respiratory systems reach a state of full biological reset. When you align perfect biomechanical form with the variables of frequency, intensity, and time, you turn a simple walk into a comprehensive reset for your entire body. Stagnation has a compounding effect. Without consistent, purposeful movement, the body begins a process of physical and cognitive deterioration, becoming harder to reverse every year. The power of this protocol is its accessibility. It is a highly effective, cost-free tool that is entirely within your control. Do not wait for a more convenient time to begin. Delaying this transition is a choice to remain in a state of physical decline. Put on your shoes and step out the door. If you are ready to apply these mechanics to your own life, comment "I am walking" below to mark your start. Stay moving. Stay alive.